What's going on, everybody? Anon here, and I have three data points now from distributors on Journey Together. But before we start, just want to mention we have our weekend sale on the website live. We have Innistrad Master Collector boxes at 305 and Aether Drift Collector box boost or collector displays 325 or 350 per box. We do have our allocation finalized, so those will ship on February 14th. So if you're interested, it's a pretty decent discount to TCG Player. It's just non-TCG.com. So moving to Journey Together, and I think I finally have the mic set up. So we've got an allocation from three groups. Magazine Exchange, who they just allocate. They don't even take orders at this point. GTS and Southern Hobby have all put out their allocations. We should hear something from PhD and some of the second tier guys next week, and then Alliance normally lags toward the end. So it's interesting is consistently across the board, we have gotten more booster boxes than we have ETBs. In fact, 2 to 2.5 times the number of booster boxes than ETBs, which is kind of fascinating. It kind of tells me that the quantity of ETBs is pretty low. And again, that kind of is, supports my theory that ETB production's a little bit on the light side, for one reason or another. But I tend to think it's because of the lack of plastic components from China, where they get them, especially in the box. And then booster bundles, we've gotten one case from each distributor. I had 65. Well, I shouldn't say 65, but basically unlimited for Surging Sparks. And then for sleeve booster cases, we got one case from each distributor, and I had 65 from each distributor for Surging Sparks, at least the distros who carry it. So, not from Southern, but from some of the others. And I know Southern does carry them, but we had a little bit of different relationship with Southern back then, or for that set. So it's really, really fascinating. So across the board, our allocation has effectively been 50% of what we've gotten from Surging Sparks. And, we talked to some of the reps, and we got quite a bit of insight. It seems for the folks that are a little bit closer to the buyers, it almost seems to me like everybody's increased their order on the distribution side. And they received less product than what they had received for Surging Sparks, which is interesting because it's not like there's more distributors. And I get the same information from one of the big four, and then one of the second tier distributors. So I think long story short is I'm assuming they're allocating more product to big box stores. We have a couple different EX boxes coming around release. One of them is around release. I forget which one it is. Then we have the Charizard and the Iono's Belly Bolt coming out. And I believe they have Surging Sparks packs and Journey Together packs. But in my mind, it really does show a significant shift in strategy. They've either short printed everything, which I do not believe to be the case. So don't spread that. It's not a rumor. But they are allocating a much larger percentage of the total production to big box stores and away from the distributors. So, whether that's going to work or not is going to be interesting, but it's really just going to make the race to get product at MSRP from big box stores and then just, scalp it on the open market, continue to be a problem. So, strategy for the set, quite honestly, is, if you want to buy it, buy it. Buy it now, buy it later. It doesn't really matter what you pay, because if you're going to rip it and enjoy it, it is what it is. If you're looking at a set to, buy and hold long term, there is no way in hell I would buy this at $190 a box. It doesn't make any sense. So anyway, guys, that's all I have for tonight. Subscribe to the channel and join the Discord.